Hello everyone and welcome to the Carcode YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below for more new car reviews and car content. Today I'm at the Paris Motor Show and I'm looking at this, the Q6 e-tron Sportback. I've already reviewed the Q6 and I thought it was a great car. It's on the premium platform electric platform from the Volkswagen Group, and this improves on that, being the Sportback model with that coupe SUV design to the rear of the car. Essentially, it's the same car underneath the skin, so you still get all that power that you get in the Macan as well as the Q6, but you have a sportier look. Maybe slightly less practical, but definitely more than makes up for it in terms of how this thing looks. So let's have a look around. Sometimes manufacturers ruin coupe SUVs, but Audi, every single coupe SUV they make looks better than the original. So you can see here, it has that coupe-like design and it will still offer a practical size boot as well. You can see it's a coupe, but it gives a hatch boot space, which is great. All of this, you've got the built-in shelf, and then here, and still plenty of room, what you'd expect from an SUV. It's great. On the normal Q6, you get 526 litres, which is pretty impressive. This looks very similar to that car, but obviously you have more of a coupe roofline, so you have a little bit less height on the car, but the width remains the same, which means it's quite practical. You can get quite a lot in here, and it's bigger than the Macan, it looks like as well. Still practical storage area and looks nice in the back of the car. Let's have a look. You do have plenty of storage space under here for your charger as well, which is a nice feature. Here you've got your subwoofer for the premium sound system and your chargers in there as well. Just flips over like so. But I think the design of it is just so much sleeker than what we see on the normal Q6 with these lines and haunches down here. It also gives me Porsche Cayenne coupe vibes as well. So really nice looking vehicle. The same platform on which the new Porsche Macan is on as well. So it does have a little bit of that vibe. This might be controversial. I actually think this looks better than the new Macan. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer this or do you prefer the Porsche Macan? We'll have a little look inside as well, where of course it is very similar to the normal Q6. It's more the outside exterior that looks a little bit different, with the back of the vehicle having that sportier look. I think it looks excellent. As with the Q6, you've got the charge port here as well, electronically opening. There we go. And this side brings the fast charger. It's on electrics, which seems a bit pointless for open sideways door, but it's a bit fancy. And this gives you your fast charging capability on this side, whereas the other side of the car just gives you your normal sort of charging. It's nice to have two ports if you're in a tight space and you can't access one side for your home point, then you can do either side for that. Fast charging is only on this side, but that's not really an issue, and it's good it's not at the front of the vehicle. It's in a very convenient place. To shut it, then you just pop that there and then you just push this flap and it just shuts like so. This particular car is finished in the glacier white, which looks very nice. However, I think something like a brown would look really nice, or darker colour would look excellent on the Q6 e-tron Sportback. Across a few coupe SUVs, you'll see the back just slowly, gently slope off. This one has got a bit more of an aggressive angle. We're going to be seeing this very shortly as the Q6 is already on roads. This is not going to be too far behind. It's a nice size, the Q6 as well. Q8 is massive. Q4s are in a good size, but then this is a nice mid-size for a family SUV. Here we've got the sweeping indicators, which look really good. These are your daytime running lights. Your main beams are just down there. This has got the single frame grille as well with the little gloss black accent. You can also opt for a fruit or a frunk, whatever you want to call it, with 64 litres of additional storage space. That is an optional extra on the vehicle, but it's a nice thing to have to store things in. You could also put your cables in the front there, of course, freeing up a little bit of extra boot space. And inside the Q6 e-tron Sportback, you've got all the curved screen action you could want. Feels very much integrated, and that premium step up from the other Volkswagen Group products like we see from Volkswagen Skoda, for example, just feels more integrated. It does have that premium stamp on it. They've done a good job. There is a few little bits that do let it down, like the gloss black. I'm not a massive fan of that. I know it used to look quite wow and quite futuristic and modern. but I think gloss black now is not really a huge fan favourite. It's also got this sticker-like look on the steering wheel for the logo that we see on the Q4. I prefer a proper metal rings like on the Q8, a little bit more classy and timeless, whereas this is a little bit more cheaper looking, as is the S badging on the seats as well. The badging here on the seats is the same as on the normal Q6. I'm not a massive fan of that. They've gone a bit more simplistic, but you do have the red edging on the seat belt still, which looks great. A few things could look a little nicer, but most things are really nice, full of suede and leather and nice premium materials, looking very good. And of course it comes with all the fast charging capability and massive range that we see on the normal Q6 as well.
The Sportback uses the same batteries as the normal Q6, but the sleeker and more aerodynamic design, you do get more miles of range and more efficiency, which is excellent. That means on the Quattro model you get an official range of up to 407 miles, which is more than the normal Q6's 381 miles official range.
It's an opening glass roof as well, which is quite nice to have that. Lots of them are fixed. It looks great. This has got the passenger display as well, so this is an option, but really cool to have, especially if you've always got a co-pilot with you. It looks really great. But I have a look in the back and see if it's much restriction from the normal Q6 in terms of headroom. In terms of space in the back, what's it like? Well, I've got loads of leg room because it's quite a long car. Sloping roofline does eat into a little bit of space, especially with this bulkhead here where the lights are, but I've got loads of room still. Maybe if you're over 6 foot, it might be a slight issue. The only thing I do miss is the fact it's not got a rear wiper on the back of this car. Lots of coupe SUVs get rid of them, and that's quite common, but I still think it's worth the trade-off for the fantastic looks. It doesn't look as generic as the Q6, which I love the look of. It just has a bit of a sportier edge and looks more premium, definitely, with the Sportback look. I really like that. Good quality armrest in the middle there as well. As I say, it does really give me more of those Lamborghini and Porsche vibes at the back here. Really more of a sports car, and you feel like you're getting a more premium product. So now I'm getting the chance to drive the Q6 e-tron for myself, like the Sportback inside, but it's the normal model. But at least I'll get to actually drive it. Even if it is on the other side of the road, we'll have a go in it. Very weird being on this side of the road, not used to it at all, especially in a big car like this. Driving around the streets near Paris.
After the light?
Okay. Wow, that is very fast. It's a little bit of performance. That'd be great for getting up to motorway speeds, but around town you don't need that sort of power. So you've got quite a strong one pedal driving mode as well, which is very good. It goes to complete stop, which is not something you see in a lot of cars actually. And then that's where it holds the brakes in B mode. I was looking for auto hold. Integrated CarPlay looks excellent with the Waze all integrated in. It's really good. It looks excellent, and the passenger's display is excellent. I can't see that when I'm driving, but when you stop, it lights up, which is very good.
After
it will go blank, yeah.
It's okay, drive on the left?
It's different, weird. Let's reverse it into the spot. This should be the easiest part of driving it, especially with the cameras and everything.
Look.
Ah, yes.
Dimension.
Oh wow, yeah, that's very clever. You see exactly how far away you are, which is great.
And
the two sides, I like that feature. So if you're going for a width restriction or tight space, you can see each side of the car, which is, and the back as well. That's very good. Excellent. Quite a big car to try out on the other side of the road for the first time. It was a little bit scary, I have to say, but we dealt with it okay. I did even try a little bit of the power as well, which was excellent. And the Sportback, how that looks is incredible. So I definitely love a Q6 e-tron Sportback if Audi's watching. That would be lovely, or definitely to try one in the UK. Exciting, and what a car to be the first car to drive on the other side of the road, Q6 e-tron. This is insane. Q6 e-tron. They've done a great job with this. Really excited to see this at the Paris Motor Show. Like I say in my other video, I've already reviewed the Q6 in the UK. So when this lands in the UK, I'll make sure to do a full review on it as well. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one.